Today we travel through a land that still knows how to surprise. In a world that feels fully mapped, photographed and replicated, there are still places that remain silent, untouched, almost forgotten. Turkey is one of them. A country where mountains rise without warning, where water sculpts rock, where the sky touches deserts and the sea meets hidden valleys. This journey reveals 5 destinations that show the most breathtaking, remote and awe-inspiring sides of Turkey. Places that escape the obvious travel routes, landscapes shaped by extremes of heat, silence and time. Beautiful not because they were made for tourists, but because they were never meant to be discovered so easily. From wind-carved canyons to a glacial lake inside a sleeping volcano. From white thermal terraces to a secret valley where butterflies live among the cliffs. Each of these places has its own story, sometimes written, sometimes buried, always alive. What you're about to see isn't a postcard tour. It's a passage through landscapes that still hold wonder, scale and silence. And what they show, you've probably never seen before. In the heart of Turkey, there's a landscape that looks like it belongs to another planet. Cappadocia is made of stone, wind and silence. Deep valleys carved by thousands of years of erosion, towering rock formations that rise like ancient sculptures, and a sky that at dawn fills with hot air balloons as if the entire world paused to watch. What captivates here isn't just what you see, it's what you feel. Time feels suspended. The colors of the earth shift with the light. And beneath your feet lie entire cities carved into rock. Tunnels, hidden chambers, underground churches. A world built not to be seen, but to endure. In the villages, life moves at the same calm pace it has for centuries. Ceramic artists still shape clay by hand. Rugs are woven without machines. And for those who walk the trails, valleys with poetic names, Red Valley, Love Valley, Rose Valley, reveal viewpoints, caves, and a kind of silence you only understand when you're there. At night, the cold comes gently. The wind moves through the cracks in the rock. Sleeping inside a cave here doesn't feel exotic. It feels natural. Cappadocia isn't a place made to be rushed. It's a place meant to be experienced slowly. Pamukkale means cotton castle in Turkish, and with one look the name makes perfect sense. In the middle of inland Anatolia, a dazzling white mountainside appears, formed by natural terraces that flow like frozen waterfalls. But this isn't ice, it's travertine rock, created over thousands of years by thermal waters rich in calcium. As the water runs down the slope, it evaporates slowly, leaving behind layers of pure white mineral. The result is a landscape that feels impossible, too perfect to be real. During the day, the terraces glow under the sun. At night, they reflect the moon like polished stone. Walking barefoot across this warm surface, with water flowing gently underfoot, is one of the most tactile, grounding experiences in Turkey. The shallow pools mirror the sky, the clouds, even your own stillness. Here, nature doesn't just shape the land. It invites you to stop, to look, to feel. Above this surreal formation lie the ancient ruins of Hierapolis, a Roman city built around the springs. There's a hillside theatre, columns scattered across the plateau, and a quiet necropolis. For centuries, people came here not just to admire the beauty, but to heal. The waters were believed to restore balance to both body and spirit, and even now, amid tourists and cameras, the air holds a calm that feels older than history. Few places in the world offer this rare combination, a natural wonder that stuns the eye, and a historic site that still whispers through the stones. In Pamukkale, the earth shines, the water flows, and time slows down to remind us that beauty often begins far beneath the surface. On Turkey's southwestern coast, there's a place where the mountains fall straight into the sea. Butterfly Valley is hidden between two towering cliffs, carved into the land like a secret left untouched. The only way to get there is by boat from the turquoise bay of Oludenis, or by a steep trail that descends from the heights above. No roads, no buildings, no noise, just nature, raw, vertical and wild. At the base of the cliffs, the valley opens into a crescent of white sand. Clear, calm water laps the shore, changing color with the light, sometimes blue, sometimes green, always quiet. The cliffs rise more than 350 meters above, enclosing the valley in silence. And from early summer to autumn, the air fills with wings. Hundreds of butterflies gather here, the most iconic being the rare Jersey tiger, delicate, striped, and elusive. Life in the valley is simple. A few wooden huts, some tents, a kitchen shared among travelers. Electricity is limited. Phone signal fades, and at night there's only firelight and stars. Those who stay wake up with the sound of waves and fall asleep to the rustle of wind through palm leaves. During the day, trails lead to small waterfalls and hidden viewpoints. The silence becomes a kind of soundtrack, not empty but full of presence. Butterfly Valley isn't just a destination, it's a state of mind. It asks nothing but attention. It offers no attractions, only authenticity. And it reminds us that some of the most beautiful places are the ones that don't ask to be photographed, only to be respected, remembered, and quietly lived. In eastern Turkey, far from crowded routes and popular trails, lies one of the country's most dramatic and least known landscapes. Lake Nemrut rests inside the crater of an extinct volcano, a massive caldera formed by ancient eruptions that once shook the earth. Today, what remains is stillness. The vast circle of mountains now holds a lake so calm, so clear, it reflects the sky like glass. This is not a place for spectacle. It's a place for quiet awe. Reaching the lake requires patience. The altitude is high, the road long and winding. But when you arrive, everything changes. The temperature drops, the air thins, and the lake appears, wide, blue, and untouched. On calm days, the reflection is so perfect that the line between land and sky disappears. Small thermal springs bubble at the edges, reminding you that this volcano, though silent, is not dead. Its warmth still breathes beneath the surface. There are no hotels here, no lights, no fences. Just scattered tents, grazing horses, and silence. Some visitors bring sleeping bags and stay for the night. Others come just to sit and watch the shadows move across the crater walls. Time doesn't feel linear here. It feels circular, like the lake itself. Days begin and end in the same place, with light dancing on the water. Lake Nemrut is not a postcard. It's a hidden page from a different book. It doesn't ask to be shared, only experienced. And for those who make the journey, the reward isn't just the view. It's the reminder that some places still exist outside of noise, outside of hurry, and entirely inside the present moment. Along Turkey's southern Mediterranean coast, where the land softens into water and the horizon stretches endlessly, lies Akyatan Lagoon, one of the country's most overlooked natural sanctuaries. It's not a beach, not a forest, not quite a desert. Akyatan is all of these at once, a transitional landscape where saltwater meets freshwater, dunes fade into wetlands, and silence becomes its own ecosystem. This lagoon is part of an internationally protected wetland zone. Each year it welcomes over 250 bird species, flamingos, storks, herons, and even rare eagles. For many migratory birds, Akyatan is not a destination. It's a vital pause between continents. From above, the landscape appears motionless, but inside its stillness, life is always shifting, quietly, precisely with the rhythm of the seasons. Walking through the reserve feels like crossing an invisible border. You move between textures, dry grass, soft sand, shallow water. The sky here is enormous, the soundscape reduced to wings, wind, and reeds. There are no tourist centers, no souvenir stands, no music, only space to observe. It's a place for those who seek presence over distraction and listening over talking. Akyatan is not dramatic, it doesn't demand your attention, but if you give it time, it reveals everything, a living map between earth and sea. A reminder that some of the most extraordinary places aren't those that shout the loudest, but those that remain quiet and still endure. After everything we've seen, the carved stones of Cappadocia, the white terraces of Pamukkale, the secret beaches, volcanic lakes, and silent wetlands, one truth remains. The world still holds places that can take our breath away, and Turkey is full of them. These are not attractions, they are living landscapes. They don't ask for crowds or filters or applause. They offer something more lasting, connection to the land, to the sky, to the pace of things that move without rush. Each place on this journey invites us to slow down, to pay attention, to see beauty not in what has been built, but in what has been left untouched. And when we stop long enough to listen, really listen, we hear what the earth still wants to tell us. The unexpected still exists, and it's waiting, quietly, to be noticed.